Tunnel, we're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Their own 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss of a yard on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
One more time with Dobbins. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
On the carry for Baltimore. Stops short of the goal line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The Ravens.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Ravens, nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Malik Harrison.
He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now flags come in. And I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Quick feet by Jackson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
22-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun, out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Ravens 13. Ravens nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it. And he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore first.
They'll run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Second down and goal. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for Bryant. He's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the option, it's Jackson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 37-yard line.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jackson now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
The 33-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Jackson. That's going to be caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.